Hey everyone, Dr. Joe here from Acing AP Exams. Welcome to summer and the end of the school year officially upon us. And pretty soon we're going to have those AP scores coming out in July. So, a little bit about what we do. Again, my name is Dr. Joe. The Facebook group Acing AP Exams. We help students, busy students, ace their AP exams, but we provide a lot of content and trainings and resources to parents to help them navigate the complex AP process because it is complex and College Board and colleges do not make it easy to understand. So we have a lot of first time AP parents in our group. We have a lot of parents from other countries that have moved here and first generation Americans, and their students are navigating the AP process currently with all the intention to get into very high and selective schools. But without proper navigation, sometimes that becomes very complex. So I talk to a lot of parents inside of our programs, and I talk to a lot of parents interested in joining our programs. And I see a lot of comments on our Facebook pages, not inside the group so much, but on our public facing pages about the confusion of AP scores, college credit, college tuition, and what does it all mean? So I wanted to make this video here to actually explain a little bit of the nuances to hopefully we understand collectively how to leverage AP credits to get college tuition, because that is, after all, our intention. First, we want to make sure that busy students can succeed in their AP courses and their exams. They can earn top scores on their AP exams without giving up anything that they love. And second, we want to teach parents how to leverage those AP college courses into college credit and free college tuition, because that is, after all, the reason you do this. A lot of parents go after the high GPA. A lot of parents they want their students to be the top in the school, and that is all well and good. But College Board is offering you a pathway to earning college credits. And if you leverage the system correctly, if you know how to navigate the system correctly, you can end up saving thousands of dollars in college tuition. But the question is, how do you do that if you have very surface level understanding of how AP works? So, for those that are new to the channel, welcome. For those that are returning back, welcome back. We will kind of start off by talking about the AP score distributions from 2023 in anticipation of the scores coming out in 2024. So I'm going to reference some information from the 2023 score distribution. So, first thing we need to understand is that there are about 5 million AP exams taken across the 38 different subjects the past year. And so there will probably be a little bit more this year. And we're actually supposed to be seeing more students pass this year. So the number one AP exam that was passed, and by passed I mean a 3. So how AP scoring works is it's on a scale of 5. There's 1, 2, 3 is passing. 4 and 5 are your top marks. Usually only 25% of students get those top scores, but that ranges. So the test that was passed, or this exam that was passed at the highest rate, was actually AP Seminar. 88% of students got a 3 or higher, but only 11% got a 5. So many students passed that test, but very few students got a 5. AP Research, 84%, with 13% getting a 5. So those two classes, I know a lot of students take the AP Capstone program or the diploma program. Sorry, AP Capstone program. IB is the diploma program, and they they get high scores in terms of passing, but they don't end up getting 5s. But that is okay. So AP English Literature, very popular class, 77% pass rate. Only 15% got 5s, 28% got 4s. So you scroll down, and I'm looking at these scores right here off to my left, and I'm going to sort by the lowest pass rate. And that's where we're going to talk about a little bit more today. So AP Physics, Algebra Base, Physics 1, Algebra Base, only a 45% pass rate. More students failed this course than passed this course. Only 8% got a 5. And then something we've talked about a lot in the past year is AP US History and AP Government. Collectively, 48% pass rate, 49% pass rate. More students failed than passed. And only 11% got a 5 in AP US. and 5% got, sorry, 13% got a 5 on AP Government. So quite different, right? And so AP US, let's just start there. Your son or daughter is going to have to take an AP, or sorry, an AP US history course, um, equivalent in college. So most college and university require some level of basic humanity credits in that first year or two, mostly in the form of a history class. What's so nice about APUS is the credit transfers to over 2,000 universities. Most take a 3, but some of the selective ones that we work with in terms of students getting there only take a 4 or 5. And that's where the biggest discrepancy comes in. So what we have helped, or what we have created that's going to help, is we've created a college tuition planning tool. I want to show you kind of how it works and what it's based off of. So the main thing is to know the idea of, why am I taking these classes and what possible purpose do I have in getting those credits? Because after all, that is the reason we're doing this. So we have created this spreadsheet here. Let me see if I can adjust. All right. Is that better? No. Well, there we go. Okay. So the main thing that we need to know is that this tool is comprising some data that we've already put in there, but we are building a database right now for our parents to use. So right now we do it manually through a call. So we do an intake form, we find out what schools are, we pair match that with another data set that we have, so we can give you some accurate information. Eventually, this tool will be automated so parents can do it from the comfort of their own home without necessarily have to jump on a call. But right now, we offer this through a free call for our parents, just to show how to leverage the courses correctly. So if you're interested, and I'll remind you guys at the end of this, you can book a call, free call, completely free. We will do this for you live, and we'll show you exactly what you're looking at to get an idea. So we did this with another parent who, um, they gave me 4 universities that they were interested in. Now they're from Georgia, so looking at Georgia Tech for the in-state school, but they're looking at 2 Ivy Leagues, Columbia and Brown University, and then Michigan. So big shout out to Michigan, because we had one of our former students, Avery from California. She cited our masterclass as the reason she not only got into Michigan, but earned credits so she doesn't have to take US history in Michigan. So big shout out to Avery and congratulations on that. We're going to be interviewing her sometime in the near future so she can share her story. But one thing parents need to know is Ivy colleges in general, but Ivy universities, Brown University, Columbia, very expensive. Over $66,000 for Columbia, $65,000 at Brown. But if you're not staying in state Michigan, which is a state school, but a very selective state school, out of state's $55,000. Now, this is not including any financial aid that you may or may not get. So that is a important caveat, but we're trying to get students to college as debt free as possible. So the discrepancies of the lowest score that they'll accept. So at Columbia, they're only accepting 5s. At Brown, there there's a baseline of a 4, but in some schools, some subjects, they all accept a 5 only. Michigan and Georgia Tech, they will accept 4s. So right off the bat, this tool is going to show you how much the university or college is currently. We could project 4 years or 3 years or 2 years, but if it was this coming school year, what the current tuition is, and we know tuition goes up every year, what scores they currently accept, and then a breakdown of the classes you give me. So for this particular call, they gave me government, macroeconomics, and AP seminar. Now, what I found was interesting is none of these universities, these ones in particular, accepted AP seminar for credit, which is a big bummer. I don't even think they accepted AP research. So right off the bat, even though I think AP Seminar is a phenomenal course, if this was the only 4 schools they were looking at, which it's not, would I recommend taking AP Seminar they're not going to give you credit there? You could take it. It definitely teaches you good research skills, but just go in knowing that you're not going to earn any college credit if you go to those 4 universities. Also interesting that Brown University did not give credit for AP Government, but they did get, everyone gave credit for macroeconomics. So right now, in terms of looking at the numbers, so we broke how we did this is the tool is taking the state tuition, in-state, out-of-state tuition, dividing it by 30 because that is usually how many credits you take a school year, dividing it by 30, and then basically finding that number and timesing it by how many total credits you could earn. So for the Columbia example, 66,139 a year. They only accept 5. If the student got a 5 in AP Government, which again, very hard to do, and a 5 in macroeconomics, they would have earned 7 credits at Columbia, and that would equate to $15,000 saved right off the bat, just 2 classes. And if they were out of state, which they were from Michigan, that would be $11,000. So we took those 8 cost savings, we averaged it, and it was about $11,000 in tuition saved from 2 AP classes. So that is a lot of money right off the bat for just 2. Most students we work with take multiple AP classes. So it's very hyper personalized, and this is something that we are debuting here on the channel, and we want parents to book calls with us so we can walk them through this, because this is going to be literally different for every different circumstance and scenario. We have to establish what the baseline is of what score we're going for, what schools we're looking at, and what is the potential savings, and kind of give you a roadmap there. Now, that all is only well and good if you get into those schools. So we do have a college admissions process as well on the back end of our program that we can help students navigate that. But it is a very complex process, and we're here to make it easier so that you actually know what to do. Because I think the worst thing that could happen is parents assume their kids load up on AP classes with the intention of getting all this free college credit, and they go into the exams. They're very smart students, they're A-level students, but they go into the exams and they don't get 5s or they don't get 4s. They pass some, they don't pass others, and then you're left with kind of putting the pieces together. My thing on this channel is let's create that plan early so we navigate this process together. Now, if you want us to do this for you entirely and want you to walk you through it and also guarantee that you'll get these scores in college, we do have a mentorship program that runs the full year called the Masterclass Academy. It not only helps students prepare for the AP exams, it helps them with their courses, it provides one-on-one coaching, and we also provide college admissions and application planning. And that is something that is available to everyone in this group. If you want to book a call and learn more about that, we are happy to share with that. But right now, I would love for us to load up on calls of this college planning tool while the summer is here and we get a sense of our classes for next year. So I'm calling all of you. I'm only opening up a few spots. So if you're watching this recording and we still have time available, grab one. But basically, here's how it works: book a free call. That not a sales call. It is a call to help you. Basically, there'll be 4 questions on the call booking sheet asking you the schools they're taking, the AP schools they're looking at, their AP courses, and a couple other questions. And we'll use that information and we'll start building this tool out for you. And that call will be a phone call at first, and if it works out well, we can go get on Zoom. But we'll basically break down what we're looking at with that calculator and that score distribution, and show you exactly where the biggest bang for your buck, if you will, is, and how to navigate that. So it's called a Making College Free with AP call. I'll drop the link below. Hopefully, this helped a little bit understand where those savings are, because again, so much misinformation out there about is AP worth it, all this. It is worth it if you know what you're doing. Most kids don't have a plan. Most families don't have a plan. They take the AP credits because they wanted to look at other transcripts for college, but they don't do well in the exams. And then sometimes they do well in the exams and they don't get the credit. And they're like, that was a waste. It's not a waste. It's absolutely not a waste if you know what you're doing. So really highly encourage you to book a call, and we will see you next time right back here on this channel. Thank you so much.